Okay, there we go.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Man, thank you so much for the 4-month resubscription. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Thank you so much for the 4-month resubscription. Very, very much appreciated. I goofed up my buttons. Oh, mash the buttons. Hashtag match the button. That is very true. I had my stream deck down here, and I hit the wrong button, and then I thought, oh, hold on, I'll just move my finger and hit the other one.
USS Good
All
Times.
wrong.
This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for the 6-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Rocking that fancy silver badge there. Very shiny. Very, very fancy. Very, very fancy. I love the new jelly emotes and all the little emotes just floating. Look at them, they're just floating on the screen.
Welcome aboard the USS
Beautiful.
Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Brad Melon, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? Thank you so much for the support. It is very much appreciated. Let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Starship Good Times. You got your chat badge, you got your jelly emoji icons, and you can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. And how is everyone doing today? How is your Sunday doing? I hope it's doing very good. Let's see, where is the Bad Times with Scar? Labyrinth, Bad Times with Scar is in a box, hidden away in a vault. We don't want the Bad Times with Scar to show up, okay? We don't want the bad times. Let's see, is the single player series coming back anytime? We talked about that a lot in our last stream, and yes. Let's see. It's good. Okay, well, I'm glad Electric Blue. That's great. Awesome. Rask Wolf, it's good. Awesome. Hello, Elvin Mage. How are you? Busy knitting. Ooh, fancy. Ooh, very fancy. You broke your wrist. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope that heals up super quick. All right, so I logged out of the server. And somebody has encased me in obsidian.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
I don't know what to do about this. Disco, thank you so much for the resubscription. 7 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support. Haven't been able to catch many streams lately, but I'm glad I'm making today. Well, I am glad to have you here today. And like I said, somebody's encased me in obsidian. Salty Scar is at 100% at the moment because I don't know how to get out of this obsidian trap. But I do know, you know what? Here's the thing. If this is my obsidian, I'll probably be about 5% more upset. If it's somebody else's obsidian, I'm about 15% less upset. Yeah, Scar math. Because I'm tired of harvesting obsidian. Oh, I don't want to harvest any more obsidian. Make it end. Hashtag blame false. Ooh, and a tango. Ooh, were they conspiring together? Okay, I'm seeing some tangas. Huh. All right. Well, here we go. It didn't work. Let me push it again. There, it worked. That time. I try to be so like smooth with my button pushing. Not working today. Let's see. Tango thought you needed more protection. Never know when Mr. Ray will show up. Okay, Epic. That's the case. I appreciate his kindness, but I hope he knows that he even put a torch in here. Well, you know what? I appreciate that because, you know, I don't want to get, you know, scared of the dark. All this dark obsidian makes it 10 times darker in here. Okay, here we go. Okay. I thought I was gonna die. But we didn't. Okay, we're so far still good. We are so far still good here. Good. Okay. Are we collecting all this? Ooh, very nice. Okay. I just know there's a trap. You know, sometimes my Admiral Akbar senses just have a little tingly going on. I don't trust him, especially knowing that Tango is a wizard of the mechanics. I just know there's something around this corner. Okay, so far still good, guys. Hold on. All right, we're gonna lower these down. I'm mining super fast silver because I'm a super fast miner. I don't know, actually. I guess it just has efficiency 5 on it. I don't think I have. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Ooh, we lost one. Gotta get that. Also, my render distance is like super duper short, and I want to have super far render distance so we can see all of Scarlandia. Okay, here we go. Hi, Scar. Tango.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
The Build Mama Plays, thank you so much for the resubscription, 5 months in a row. Thank you so very much for the support, my friend. Scar, I have a few ideas for the city. First, use purple on the skyscraper. Purple, let's see, goes well with concrete. Second, lime hardened clay and green concrete powder make a great modern lawn. They almost have the same colors. That's interesting. So you're saying use lime hardened clay and green concrete powder. Interesting about using the two together. See, originally I was considering just going to like classic modern Scar lawns, and that's the light green and the dark green together. I didn't consider using the concrete together. You know what? We might actually check this out. Remind me in like 10 minutes to try that out because I'd like to see the combination. So, and you have to remind me if it's lime powder or dark powder. Dyslexia, the whole thing. I think we're safe. I don't see any issues. I got, let's see, 6 blocks of iron. You know, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the 6 blocks of iron. I just feel like there's a trap. Can you put like something under here to make it like do things? I don't know. Wait a sec, what's this? Oh, you rapscallion. You raps. No. Oh, what happened there? Oh, Tango. Haha. No. You can't get the Scar. The Scar is a master of traps. That's right. Master of traps. You can't trap me. Gotcha. Oh, no, you don't, Tango. Oh, no, you don't. I will take all your obsidian. I will take your obsidian. Is that a stress monster? Hello, stress monster. Can we get some stress monster hype in the chat? Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy. I'm so glad I didn't die by that thing. It was a close call there, my friends. It was a close call, but why wouldn't the top be obsidian, right? Right? Wouldn't it not be obsidian? That's right. I'm glad I got out of that one. Anyway, I gotta show you something real quick before we get going. Look at this. Bob the Critter Building Inspector decided to show up. Take out another side of my skyscraper. This is the second time, my friends. This is the second time he's decided to show up and destroy my base. Second time. We'll have my revenge. Look at this, guys. Have I ever told you how much I love Canada? Woohoo! All right, let's fly on back into our base. And now you might be surprised. You might be very surprised, but I have been doing some extreme organization here in the base. That's right. I've been cleaning up this place. Because eventually I'm going to move out of this hole and it's going to be amazing. So first thing I've done in here is I've organized all my gravel in sand boxes. You know, it's a start. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Moving on over here, I've got some this lined up and ready to roll and starting to organize my leaves, my saplings, things along those lines in that chest. So yeah, look at that. Organization. Hashtag Scars the organizer. Got my diamond armor and some rare ores over here. Getting my wood, my logs all organized. What else do we got? That's not organized. And the rest of it is a disaster. And that is as far as I've gotten. Let's see. Let me check with the chat here. Let's see. Didn't you put down carpet? Those are the 2 levels I haven't got down carpet because on the front, I didn't put any carpet down on stream. So after stream, I went on and started adding the carpet to it, and it got a little dark. And when the dark falls upon the lands of Minecraft, Bob the Creeper Building Inspector makes his appearances. So, yeah. So yeah, I need to finish that organization properly. So that's something we need to do. And apparently I have no rockets, and a scar without rockets is no scar at all. So we must rocket ourselves all the way up. All right, let's see. Let me check them on the chat. Down with the log fellas. Are the log fellas making an appearance again? Are they making an appearance again? There we go. Grab that. And there we are. Into infinity and beyond. There we go. Cut that out. Beautiful, wonderful, awesome. Boom. Whoa. There we go. Let's see. What GUI level are you on? Is that the thing? Is that the thing with like the numbers and the items in your inventory thing? I think that's what that is, right? The GUI? I think it's on normal. Normal, you know, I keep it at normal. I always played on normal in like Scarland. It was like GUI's normal, Scarland on normal difficulty. I felt it was good balance. I didn't play on easy. Not about that life. Hold on one second. So, not about that life. Okay, here's the deal. What we gotta do today is twofold. We gotta work in Scarlandia. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna try a couple little redstone mechanics with the creeper farm. By the way, I'm very excited to see how much gunpowder I got while this thing was doing its thing while I was AFK. Quite excited about that. The next thing we need to do, we need to be able to prevent mobs from spawning on the comparators. No, repeaters. Is this true? Let me know in the chat here. Can mobs spawn on comparators? Repeaters? Because I looked at it and there were mobs standing all over the outside of this thing. And I don't know how they otherwise would have spawned there. Can they spawn on pistons? Maybe they're spawning on the repeaters. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's messing up the system. It's a messing up the system. Where is my obsidian? I need you. Oh, I need you very much. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so we got that. Next thing we need to do, we need to make some pressure plates. Where's my iron? There's my iron. Hello, iron. How are you today? Good, great. It's good to know. Let's see. I'm going to use 2 of you. And I'm gonna need a little more iron. Wait, is that a pressure plate? Oh, perfect. This is experimental redstone with Scar. Cannot guarantee anyone's safety, so please keep your hands and arms inside the Twitch chat at all times. This is gonna be a wild ride. Let's see. Let me check with the chat here. Let's see. Dog Dance, I have to go. Bye, Scar. We'll see you later. Goodbye. Have a great day. Let's see. You should make a creeper farm covered by Pop the Creeper Builder's head. That's a good idea, but I want to keep it to the modern style that we're trying to achieve. You know, nice, modern, sleek buildings. I've been doing a ton more research on new buildings, and I've been looking at San Francisco. I've been looking at Los Angeles, Seattle, all the new buildings in like the next 5 or so years that are being built. And I found a really great website that has like these things listed all out, and it's really inspirational in terms of coming up with ideas for the rest of the builds. So it's really sweet. There's actually some fantastic buildings coming out, especially in one place that desperately needs it is the Los Angeles Convention Center. When I went to E3, there are no hotels within a vicinity of the Los Angeles Convention Center that are anyway affordable. I mean, there's like the Ritz Super Richie Carlton one. It's like $500 a night. Ain't got no time for that. But there's actually some really cool buildings they're building up around it, like increasing like hotel capacity by like 3,000 rooms or something. I was looking at all the buildings yesterday, and they were all very fancy. I love architecture, so it was a good time. All right, I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna convert this into some fancy buttons. Wait, that's not a button. That's buttons. All right, like I said, this is experimental redstone time with Scar. Real redstoners out there are about to facepalm, and that's okay. That's okay. We all have our learning periods, right? We all have our learning periods. Okay. So weighted pressure plates, trapdoors, obsidian, buttons. Carpet doesn't work. I've already confirmed this. I've confirmed this. All right, let me sleep the night away and we can get going. So let me check in with the chat here. Any building today or just redstone? 50-50, my friend. We're gonna do a little redstone to start with, and then we are going to move off and start building. And I'm already tangled up for the day. We got some building to do at the commodity build. Q&A Scar, just a quick reminder to try out the modern line with the slime stained clay and the green compact powder. Oh, we definitely will, my friend. We definitely will. Let me have a little sleepy time. Let's see. Carpet does work as long as you cover everything. My friend. For spawning purposes, but what we're about to do is a little complicated, especially for me. And the issue is that we're dealing with sticky slime pistons. And sticky slimes like to stick to things. It's a bit of a pain. Q&A Scar, what do you think of the aquatic update? Ooh, great question. Yes, aquatic update. Oh, I need a little redstone. Like I said in the last stream, I'm super excited about it. I've got my mob that I wanted, Mr. Ray, of course. He's going to tell us all the biomes as he flies overhead. Not the zones, the biomes. And what else is he up to? So we've got that. We've got the trident. I mean, Aquascar is in heaven with all of these updates. Wait, I just got super disoriented. Anyway, so Aquascar is super excited about all these updates. And what else do we got? We got coral, which I heard a catfish. Librarian, that would be amazing. I want a catfish right now. Quiet Jelly. Jelly was meowing at the same time. All right, here we go. So we're about to do redstone experimental times. So yeah, I want to talk more about the aquatic update in a little bit because I got to put up. Oh, that scared me. I gotta put on full Scar concentration mode here. Okay, so this is the issue. In this little spot right there, we're getting spider spawns. And I'm not about the spider spawns. I don't need spider spawns, don't want them. And so they're being spawned in this little spot right there. Now, I've tried things like carpet, but that will prevent the piston from moving. So we need to experiment here and try to figure this out. So I'm gonna remove the redstone here so I can create a manual deal. There we go. Grab that. Okay, first thing, I'm gonna set this right here and we're gonna test it out. Boom. Ooh. But I don't think this is gonna work because this might count towards like the limit that you can have. Okay, here we go. Yes, okay, so that met the limit. What if it was like this? What if we cut out these two? That would prevent the spider spawning because that would block it all. Oh, it works! Okay, that could be an option. That could be an option, and it still fits in with the color theme that we have. You know, we've got the obsidian, we got the lime, we got the silvers. Oh, this could be good. Ho, redstone time with Scar. All right, let's try another option. Let's cut these guys out. There we go. We might have to make a trip over to Tango's and get some more iron. We'll sneak in there. You know, he pranked me. It's fine. It's okay. Q&A Scar, why don't you use wireless headphones? And is your new wheelchair fixed? No, the new wheelchair is not fixed. I am sitting in it today, but it just like destroys my lower back and it, ugh. But I am in it now because I don't like streaming in my old wheelchair now because it's always like moving because the brake is just officially dead. It's officially gone. All right, I'm gonna try buttons, and I don't think this is. Oh, that might be way easier and cheaper. That might be better actually. Okay, I'm throwing this out to you guys. Do buttons prevent mobs from spawning? Let me know. I'm gonna see if I can place one on this guy too. Oh, no, it pops it. Okay. What if we put an obsidian block over each piston because I do believe they are spawning on those. So if I did that, it should still retract. Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, I forgot. Okay, here's an issue. Here's a little bit of a Scar fail. I forgot if yes was they do spawn or yes they don't spawn. Oh. Freestyle J, there was a video yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. There should be one on Tuesday. They prevent spawning. Okay, thank you. I gotta keep track of my I gotta keep track of my yeses and nos, my friends. Okay, so here's the deal. What do you guys like better? Do you like the buttons? Okay, so buttons are an option. Or do you guys like this is actually way easier than I thought it would turn out to be. Or do you guys like the trapdoors? Those are in options. Also, these weighted pressure plates are kind of sweet too. Let's see if those work. Yeah, very nice. There's a lot of options. Very, very nice. Let's see. I think the most expensive would be the trapdoors. Let's see. What do you guys like? Leaf blocks? Does that work? Would there be a benefit of leaf blocks? Because here's the deal. I've seen like the Tenga and the Impulse. They've used leaf blocks in some of their farms before. I'm not sure if that's like why that was. Maybe it's because of thingamabobs. I don't know. Let's see. More obsidian. No more obsidian. No more. Let's see. Yes, leaf blocks prevent spawning as well. Oh yeah, they can't spawn on leaves. But is there any reason? Because I've heard like the rumors that a leaf block can increase spawn rates. Is that true? I don't know. Leaf blocks do not stick to slime blocks. Okay, we do have a lot of leaves. The green would look interesting, but I kind of want to keep it this really kind of industrial, kind of scary feel to it. So I think I'm gonna get crazy. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I think that's whoa. Let's do it this spot right there. Bam. I think that's our best bet, my friends. I think that's it. I think. It's expensive, but I don't like buttons very much. I don't like button spam unless it's for a rock. Then I'm okay. Like if the buttons are rock, yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's do it down here too, and then we can get like a visual look at it and be like, yeah, that looks good, or oh my, that looks awful. Let's see, put that up there, and then let me scoot down here. Boom and a bam. There we go. I'm gonna scoot over here and there, okay? And I'm gonna give this a little clicksy clicks. There we go, awesome. And I actually probably should put some redstone there so these don't have any spawn activity. Yeah. All right, what do we think? Why not more slime blocks? Silver, do you mean down below here? Because if we add like just one more block, the piston can no longer push because it's already pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 10, 11, 12, I think that's like its limit, I guess. I don't know, you know, facepalm, redstone, the whole deal. All right, let's see, Q&A Scar, just a quick reminder. Oh, I know, I'll get to it. Trapdoors will move with the slime block. So are we good? Okay, something's beeping. I don't know. I thought I hear a beep. Do you ever beep? I hear a beep. I don't know where the beep's coming from. Let's see. Yeah, 12 is the limit. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so they can't spawn here because there's redstone. Okay. And spiders can no longer spawn there. And I think that, ooh, magic just happened. Ooh, I love magic. Okay, so I think that's good. I think that's perfect. We'll only do like one row of this because it would get super boring going up like 20 floors. So we're not gonna do it all, but I wanna get one row done. I think that'll be super sweet. Yes, success, my friends. Oh, we have success. It is so great to have success. There we go, put that one down like so. And boop. Oh, we gotta keep things symmetrical. Gotta stop the beep. I cannot stop the beep, unfortunately. I know what this beep is. Can't stop it. We'll figure this out in just a second. There we go. Put this one over here. Boom, bam. Click that like so. Oh, no. We're gonna do a quick move here. Boom, bam. Let's see. Could you trap a creeper in a police car outside? That would be actually fantastic. That is a fantastic idea. Put that on the Discord because I want a police car on the road right here, cat in the driver's seat, and that old creeper being taken to the cell block. Oh, that sounds fantastic, actually. I need to move down one row here. What's beeping then? Oh, it's my feeding pump, but it's on the back of my wheelchair, and I can't get it without help. And that's the thing. So it's just gonna beep for a moment. All right, let me fly in here. I don't really like the obsidian block on the piston, right? I mean, it looks a little hokey dokey. I wish there was another option to avoid spawns on a piston. I wish there was another option. Because it seems like, let's experiment together here. A little redstone experimentation. So if we put a button on here, it's gonna pop it, right? It's gonna pop. Okay. Let's see. Let's try weighted pressure plate. Weighted pressure plates, be the one we've always needed. Nope. Glazed terracotta. It's not that I don't. It's what I don't like about it is an actual block on top of it. It just kind of breaks the design slightly. What about a trapdoor? Please be the trapdoor we've always needed. That's actually kind of cool. I kind of like this. This is more my style. I like this a lot. Hold on, that's out of place. That's burning my soul. Okay. Bam. I like it. What do you guys think? What do you think? I think that's pretty cool. I think it looks pretty cool. Does the carpet pop? Ooh, my. I don't know. That is a good question. I will experiment with this. I would assume the carpet would. Ideally, the carpet would probably be my choice because I'd just like this just to blend away and look super fancy. But it's experimental time with Scar, and we must experiment. We must also sleep, or the monsters will kill us. It's a true story. It's an important story. A story as old as time. Go and sleep away we go. So many trapdoors. I really like iron trapdoors. They're like one of my favorite blocks right now. Why are they so expensive is the real question. When I make an iron trapdoor, I should get like 4 out of it or something. It's so expensive. You know, Mojang, you make things really expensive these days. You make things so expensive. There we go. Mycelium pirate herself has arrived. It's snowing here in Canada. Oh, rascal. Don't let it snow on the server. Don't let it snow on the server. We love Canada now. Let's see. This is our level. Oh, no. There we go. Perfect. All right, we'll just sneak on over here. Wait, is this where we were working? No, this isn't. Oh, we're one a level above. Jeez, come on now. Caught myself. There we go. And let's see what level it is. What level are we working on? All right, we missed it. One more loop around here. One more loop around. We're gonna make a little twirl around. We're gonna swoop a below. Okay, perfect. We landed. All right, here we go. So we're gonna cut that guy off.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Thank you so much for the 4-month resubscription. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciate. You're rocking your fancy bronze badge. Did you know that? Super fancy. But anyway, thank you so much for the support. It is very much appreciated. Can we get some super awesome 4-month, mind you, resubscription hype? All right, let's grab this. Here we go. Drum roll. Bam. Oh. That is what we're gonna do. Because it doesn't look half bad. I'm gonna do it in a black or maybe a light gray. I think I'm gonna go with a light gray. I'm gonna go with a light gray. That is what we're gonna do. It's far cheaper than going all iron out. Even though I like the little flippy dippy thing, you know what it was like, woo woo. I like that, but I think that's pretty sweet. Let's take a little land here. Hello, dog. Keeping an eye on things. I appreciate that. Let's see. That's gray concrete powder. I am looking for the wool. Where is the wool? Here's the wool. Beautiful. Grab some of that. Very nice. Very nice. This is actually quite successful today. I'm enjoying this. What I'm really enjoying is learning redstone. It's like a whole new world, really. I'm just climbing aboard a little magic carpet of redstone and cruising through the world. All right, let's see here. Why do I never remember what level I'm on? Because they all look the same. They all look identical. I'm so glad that this carpet actually works. There's probably nobody in the chat that didn't know that didn't work, and I am the only one, but now I know. Coming in for a landing here at Scar Landing Airport. All right, there we go. Let's cut these guys out. Beautiful. There. Oh, no, 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 no. Why does everything have to break? Why does everything have to break? There we go.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
I just had an idea. Gamer Chick, thank you so much for the resubscription. 7 months in a row. Here's another 7 months of greatness. Thank you for being here with us today. Gamer Chick, thank you so much for coming out today. Very much appreciated. And of course, thank you so much for the support. Very, very much appreciated. Very, very much. I've got an idea. Got an idea. Boom. Bam. Wait, what's that? What happened here? Oh no, technical difficulties. Hold on. Technical difficulties. It's just, no. Yep, I caught it. Okay, good. And I'm gonna put this back. Beautiful. I'm gonna cut this guy out, and I'm gonna remove this real quickly. There we go. I'm gonna give it a little torchy burn. Come on, give it a little burn. Yes. Good. Everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. Perfect. Okay, one more test. Yes. Very, very good. Creative names are hard. That is the best Twitch name I have ever seen. It is now officially, you have one. Scar, I'll pay you 5 pop process to mispronounce my name. Oh, creative names are hard. I like that a lot. It's good. Okay, guys, here we go. What do you think? Is this not the best contraption you've ever seen in your entire mining and crafting lives? Oh, well, for me it is. This is perfect. It doesn't have any of the issues that we had. Like, the trapdoors were okay. It was okay, but this is good. This is fantastic. Oh my, I love this. This is fantastic. Now we can get rid of all these things. Look at this. Redstone with Scar. He's learning. Making progress, learning things, just one step at a time. That's how we do. That is how we do. All right, let me check in with the chat. How is this? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, out of all the options we tried, how good is this one? How good is this one? It's great, right? It's important. Captain Redstone here. There we go. Oh, I love it because we don't have the blocks on top of the pistons, so this looks nicer. We don't have the white thingamabobs down there, which looked a little hokey. Looking at it now, probably black would have been better. Oh, no. There's a brave piece of slime there. He fought so hard for us in the creepers. He will be missed.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
CJ2001, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Scar Squad. You've got your chat badge, your jelly emoticons, and of course, you can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you, and thank you so much for the new subscription. Can we get some new subscription hype in the chat? That's a brave piece of slime down there, guys. Will be remembered. You remember? Ooh, that scares me every time. Every time. There we go. And where do I keep my slime? Here we go. We'll bring a couple extra slime this time. I feel like that's probably a good idea. That is probably a good idea, considering. All right. Where's my level? I think it's right here. Gonna give it a little swoopy swoop. Perfect. Nailed it. Okay, where's our situation here? Okay, it's right here. Okay, so the last thing I need to do before I completely seal this thing in is I need to put torches. I need to turn the system off. I need to put torches on all the pistons and then do like one more check to make sure all of the pistons are firing. And I'm gonna do that off camera tonight. So I'm gonna get that done. So a torch on every piston and then fire the system up and just make sure all the pistons are firing. And after that, should be good. Oh, we should be good, my friends. Let's see. Stop messing with the beep. If I could fix the beep, I'd fix the beep. I'd fix the beep if I could. But sometimes things are outside of your hands. Sometimes things are outside of your hands. And the beep will just be beeping. There's nothing I can do about it. Ugh, it drives me crazy. It's burning me. It's burning me inside. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, we're gonna put this right there. Oh, that one's went over. We'll break that. Beautiful. Okay, that officially did not fire. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but this piston definitely did not fire. This is Captain Scar here. We have a technical issue. Okay, why did you not fire? Why'd that not fire? Okay, this whole line is not firing. Maybe we didn't put the redstone back down over here? Oh, okay, perfect. Whew, I was worried there for a second. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, and then we're gonna sneak over. Okay, perfect. Whew. We're all good, my friend. We're all good. Very nice, very nice. I was worried there for a second. I was like, now what did I do? Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, what did I do? This is good. And then they do that Minecraft update with the fancy aqua stuff, and it just breaks us all. But let's talk about the aqua update. So we've got the aqua coming. AquaScar is the most pleased of AquaScars, and I'm excited about it because it comes out in spring, which is a good thing. And I do hope, what I was actually hoping was in 1.13 they'd add the new mob in, just because that's more of a technical update, and it would be cool just to get something out of that update that wasn't just like tech upgrades and things along those lines to the game. Like, I think that would have been super cool. Are we good? Are we good? Oh, we are good. We are so good. Oh, well, I'll work on this side. All right, now I kind of feel like we can just kind of whip some of these levels out really quick because we kind of understand it now and we know what we're doing. But I'm happy about that. We got the trident. We have 2 new enchantments. So one of them sounds really cool, especially the one when it's raining and you can just like lift your trident up in the air and you just take off with your elytra. That sounds super cool. Let's see, they're nerfing holding things in your left hand apparently. I do not see that sticking. Like, I'm not even concerned about that because I don't see them going through with that one. I think there'll be enough people that'll be upset about that, and they'll be like, yeah, maybe this one's not the best idea to do. So I'm not concerned about that because I really don't think they're gonna do it. So if you guys are concerned about that, make sure you make your voices heard, like on the subreddit, things along those lines. Give them some constructive feedback on that, because I think a creeper just burned up down there because there was like a little bit of sizzle and I smelled a little gunpowder. I did, true facts. It's really dark, by the way. So I'm not concerned about that as long as we make ourselves heard, because I misplaced a carpet. Shoot, it's too dark. I need to sleep. It's like 10 times darker when I stream.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Ow, right in the head. Oh, right in the head. Captain Greg, thank you so much for the resubscription. 21 months in a row. Can we get some super awesome 21-month resubscription hype? That is amazing. Rocking the gold badge, getting very close to being a diamond captain. Let's see. I know it's an old idea in Minecraft, but I would love to see you build a castle. Hashtag countdown to 2 years. Never forget the big dig. Hashtag never forget the big dig. What was I gonna say? My brain just went. Boo. So I've only built 2 castles, surprisingly, in Minecraft ever. Of all the people, you know, like you start out with Minecraft and that's like your first thing you go to is you go straight to the castle. I've only built 2. One was in Hermitcraft 1 and the other was in Hermitcraft. Yeah, Hermitcraft 2. Let's see. Are we good? Yeah, perfect. Those are the 2 that those are the only 2 I've built. But you're in luck, Captain, because I'm gonna build a very dilapidated castle here on Hermitcraft for the community area. So once we get to that, and which is my next like big project, and it's gonna be a stream project. So that'll be interesting. That will be interesting. if I could land properly, it'd be nice.
Can you explain how your creeper farm works?
I have no idea how it works. No, just kidding. So Cub taught me a lot of mechanics, how some of this stuff works. So a creeper spawns a little bit lower than 2 blocks. So say like if you have a block and you put down the trapdoor, another mob can't spawn there, only a creeper can. And that's kind of the mechanics. So they can spawn anywhere up below this white line here. And then when the light changes, the daylight center activates and pushes all the pistons and push them down to burning blocks. They burn up and they get picked up by that minecart over there, which apparently is not moving, which I'm not sure what's going on. Is that a Yeti Whiskers? Hello, Yeti. Hello, Yeti. Hello. So yeah, I think that, I don't know why that minecart's not working down there. But that's kind of the basics of it. It's kind of broken. Right now, apparently. Apparently, I don't know why that minecart's not working. Oh yeah, here it is. So as you can see, this is an observer. So when this detects like a daylight change, which I'm actually surprised that it's detecting because there's a block above it. I guess it can detect around it. I thought it could only detect above it. Interesting. Anyway, and you have to have a little bit of a delay over there, I found out. What is the ping noise? I don't know. It's all just blended into my brain at this point. It's all just blended into my brain now. I hate that ping. It looks like all the carpets are right. Somebody said there was a misplaced carpet, but I don't see it. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're great. Okay, so I think that is set. The rest of this I'm gonna do off camera because it's gonna get super repetitive. But I do wanna see what our production levels are at the moment. So I'm gonna cut this back. Okay, wait, where's my... Oh, it's in here. It's like, where's my shulker box? And why is the system not popping another shulker box out? No, is it broken? No. Oh shoot, it's not working. Oh no, okay. What are we doing wrong here, guys? We need a Zuma. Red alert, we need a Zuma. What is not working that's not popping another shulker box into the system? Oh, jeez. I almost died. I almost died. That's fine. It's quite soothing to listen to the beep. Seriously, in like 5 seconds, I'm gonna rip that thing off the back of my wheelchair and smash it with a hammer. I am just gonna quickly see why this thing is not working. All right, let me see. Why are you not popping your thingy, my bob? All right, somebody's got to help me with this. Somebody help me, please. Let's see. Does it have empty shulker boxes in it? Yes, shulker boxes are ready to roll. These things are ready to roll. I don't know. Yeah, I do not know. Everything should be exactly the same. So, because I copied it exactly from my other build. For what Azuma did over there, I just kind of copied it in, and apparently it's not working. Let's see, gunpowder. Oh, look, we actually got some. So 1 stack, 2 stacks, and just 1 single gunpowder. With 2 stacks of gunpowder, that makes me super happy, actually. Very pleased with that. But yeah, I don't know why this is. I don't know.
Scar, when you to go labs with other players, do you have as much fun off camera as you do on camera with them?
When Cub and I did the portals, the amount of like nonsense, like hilarity that happened like in between some of this stuff. Oh man. Like I was like, why are we not recording? This is better than the video. This is better than the video. Yeah, usually there's a lot of good jokes before the stream, especially with Cub. Like we usually have quite a few laughs. They were like, why did we record this? Why did we record this? Okay, let's see. Taylor, do you know? There may not be any gunpowder. The system trigger the shulker boxes? Huh. So would there have to be gunpowder in I'm gonna have to ask X to figure this out. He needs to take a little look-see at that and be like, Scar, you broke it. Scar, you broke it. Oh, I forgot my shulker boxes are not in my storage area. They're not there. They're over on the road. On the road they are. We'll fly on over here. Let's see. The shulker box dropped, not powered. Oh, the shulker box is not powered. Okay, I see what you mean now. Sorry, I get it. Okay, let's actually see if we can brainstorm this together then. All right, there we go. So this thing right here, this is what's not powered. Scar done goofed. When does Scar not done goofs? Okay, so how do I make this be powered and do the fancy things? How does it make the fancy things happen? Maybe the repeater's facing the wrong way? Let me check. It is facing towards the piston. There should be an inverted comparator that triggers when there is no shulker box. There's no shulker box. Okay, this one over here. What about this one? How are we doing with this guy? How are we doing with this guy over here? The observer isn't updating. Why are you not observing? You know? Why are you not observing? You should be observing and doing all your observing. And I'm really disappointed. Maybe it's a faulty one. Should have got a warranty. Go look at the other one. Okay, Dino, I will. All right, we're gonna fly over there real quick. Then we gotta go building in the community area. Come on, Oscar. There you go. You're doing your good walking. Okay, so this one's doing fancy stuff. Look at it. It's working just fine. Okay. I don't see what's different. We've got the comparator over here. It's got the redstone there. It's got redstone above. It's connected to this hopper, which then connects to the shulker box, which connects to, I don't know what this is, a furnace? I don't know what this is. Something. It's a thing for sure. Oh, it's a dispenser. And then the feeding of shulker boxes goes into here. And then they get broken there. Okay, let me see what's going on. You've got a good... I've got good at landings. Yes, Silver, because... Oh, Canada. We love Canada. Why you... let's see. Place the shulker box again. Okay, I will do that. Gotta call Azuma. I'm gonna have to call Azuma. Oh, Azuma. We gotta go to the void, my friends. We'll go to the end soon. Okay, let's just grab a fresh box. Okay, fresh box. And question to you guys. Scar, the upper hopper is looking into the observer. Oh, is that what's going on? Okay, here we go. No, this one looks like it's going right down to this hopper. Is that correct? Or should this one go into this guy? Oh, so this hopper needs to go into here. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I did something. I think this actually has my thing now. Hold on. No, where did my hopper go? Oh, life is hard. There we go. A Minecrafter's life. So many pistons and poppies and this is so confusing. Okay. Oh. Success! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There we go. Okay then. Okay, I will put that in there. And I will take empty. There we go. And I'll clean out those other boxes in a little bit. It's working. Ah, very fine. Ah, very nice. That is very good success right there, my friends. Yeah, very good. All right, well, I'm happy about that. Very, very happy about that. All right, let's drop off these supplies and we'll return to the community build. Boom. All right, let's dump off all this, disorganize this box nice and well. There we go, that's right. Let's fill in this one a little bit too. There we go, just getting all the little corners. Oh, actually want those. Beep, boom. Got that, beautiful. And I'll take that. Perfect, all disorganized, just the way we like it. Beautiful. All right, let's go sleep and head to the community area. Scar does redstone. Wouldn't be able to do it without help, for sure. I would still be just like circling over there like, I have no idea how to do it. So thank you guys for helping me. Very much appreciated. Let's see. No, it's B-dubs very fine. Yes, B-dubs has got that stuck in my head. I've said very fine now in like real life, and I'm like, B-dubs, what have you done to me? Yeah, B-dubs started the very fine, and it's been stuck in my head ever since. I try not to say it in videos or streams because that's like his like saying, but it is like been like grained in my head. It's like a really catchy word. Try not to say that. Let's see. Hashtag Scar does redstone for sure. Q&A Scar, when are your redstone tutorials coming out? Man, we got them all in the pipeline. I've got some amazing stuff out there, like how to make a redstone torch turn on and off. Like, I know, pretty fancy stuff. It's pretty crazy. Don't forget to toast the green. I'm confused. Let's see. Can you stop that beeping, please? If you want to come over here and turn it off for me, you are 100% welcome to. Unfortunately, my arms don't work that way. They don't. It's sad, but that's okay. And away we go, off to the community build. We're on our way. We're on our way. Q&A Scar, are you ever going to move out of the hidey hole? I do not know what a hidey hole is, but yes, I am going to move out of my storage area for sure. It is, its days are very much numbered at this point. I wanted to make sure this was still here. For some reason, that is like feeling in the force that did he have a head on? His head looks abnormally large. I had this feeling that this was gone for some reason. Like there was a Vex disturbance in the force. But it looks like everything is fine. So we can all have a sigh of relief knowing that Tango, the Ice Princess, is still alive and well. Oh, come on. I was going to make it through the hole and it was going to be amazing. Dang it. I was going to have an amazing slide into that hole, but no. I'm going to do it again. That's right. Ask Jelly to turn off the beep. I need a service cat. It's true. Oh, wow. That thing looks fantastic with the fog. Let's back up a little bit. Oh, look at that thing. Fantastic. Anyway, all right, let's slide into this hole here. Here we go. We're going in. We got a little hit. But it was clean. I'm gonna call it clean. I'm gonna call it a success. All right, let's go arm up, and I gotta show you guys something down here. You're gonna be so proud of me. Guys, you're so proud of me. Here we go. Look at the organization down here. Look at this. It's gonna blow your minds. Stone, leaves in their own shulker box, acacia in their own. Got a little mixed use here, but that's okay. Got the dirt in here, got the dirt in there. Beautiful. We got the leaves all assembled. We've got some, your stone, your slabs, and your things all assembled there. I know. It's a big deal, really. It's an important deal. Let's see. Service cat for Scar. That is true. That is like the best hashtag ever. Hashtag service cat for Scar. Okay, guys. I'm going to actually try to turn this beep off for a second here. So I will be right back. It'll take me like 2 minutes. I'm going to try to just hit it with something. So give me like 2 minutes and I'll be right back. And then work. Hold on. Let's go to Big Scar. There we go. There's Big Scar. All right. I will be right back. And there we go. I think the beep should be done. I hear it working. It's working now, and it is gonna need to leave us alone or the hammer's coming out. Hammer's gonna come out, and that's just the way it is. Hammer's gonna come out. So I think that's fixed. Okay, we're off to work. Off to work we go. Oh, jeez. the like 10-pound bag that hangs on the back of the chair like slipped off and it like pulled me back for a second. It freaked me out. Okay, we're going to concentration mode. Concentrated. Back to work. Back to work we go. Seriously, that is you have no idea how frustrating that is. Okay, here we go. Boom and bam. All right, let's grab some stuff. So we're gonna need a little of you. It's still like sliding down. Just never ends, does it? Okay, all right, let's grab out, let's see, we've got that, we've got this. We need to grab some stone. Grabbing some stone. Is that a Dr. Disrespect emote over there? Let's see, let me see. Yep, it's the doctor. I gotta say, like, I really like the Dr. Disrespect. He is an amusing fella. Like, I don't watch a lot of streams outside of like the hermits, but Dr. Disrespect is a guy that I will definitely watch. I don't really catch a lot of streams, like I said, unless it's a hermit, and especially I usually so I like the highlights that they put up on YouTube. Oh, the doctor! What a glorious fellow the doctor is. Let's see. Q&A Scar, do you still do Scar Mail? Yes, freestyle. I've got a Scar Mail hopefully coming this week, depending. I got to get a haircut. It's been long overdue. I need an emergency haircut, I'll mind you. That's got to happen today or this week. I need to get a passport this week. What else do I need to do? Things and lots of stuff. So I've got a ton of stuff I need to do this week. And I really still hope to get, where did I keep the acacia logs? Oh, acacia, where are you? It's just Uncle Scar. Let's see, grab this, there we go. That wasn't the most creepiest voice I could muster. There we go, awesome, and we'll grab that out. Beautiful, all right, we're on our way. So, like I said, I really hope to get it done and also get out normal videos and all that stuff, so we'll see. But I got a ton of fancy and cool things to show you guys for Scar Mail. The pile is large and it is amazing. So if you guys have any Scar Mail, like the PO box is down in the description of the stream. Also, it's on all of my videos. Yeah, so if you send me something you want to be on Scar Mail, just let me know. Let's see. Yeti Whiskers, where are you going that need a passport? Somewhere fun. It's just to have it, unfortunately. Nowhere on the docket yet, unfortunately. It's just to have it in case of something. So I will have it ready to roll. Or it'll be ready to roll. So it'll be there. All right, let's see. Q&A Scar, what do you think about them doing aquatic animals? Oh, yes, my friend. This is a perfect time for Q&A. So if you guys have any Q&A questions, you goes hashtag Q&A as we do a little building. So let's talk aquatic update. Like I said, I'm excited about the trident. I think that's kind of cool. Like I said yesterday, I was surprised that they're adding a new weapon, to be honest. Like, for the longest time, they were real hesitant about that. So I was very surprised about that in a good way. In a good way, because we like weapons. It's fun. we need. Let's see. Fair enough. Hoping it was a Scar Disney cruise. Oh, I was hoping that too. I was hoping that too, Yeti. Let's see. I'm gonna take. This is gonna be complicated. Hold on, my friends here. Hold on. Actually, need to. How do you? Hold on. What's going on here? There we go. How do I want to do this? Let's take this branch and pull it that way. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, new weapon. We've got the trident. It's coming. I think what my favorite thing at the moment is maybe the bubbles. I like the bubbles because not only is this something in the environment that's interesting, but I feel like it's a gameplay mechanic that can be used for things. Like I thought, like within lobbies of the skyscrapers, potentially we could have like actual fish tanks and even have like bubble columns as like decorational things. I'm excited about the bubbles. It might be what I'm most excited about. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I'm pretty excited about the bubbles. The dolphins, very excited about dolphins. I think Aquascar is gonna like the dolphins. You know, he was a little hesitant at first, but I think Aquascar is going to like the dolphins, especially when they bring you to treasure, which is important. So 2 new enchants. One of them is the leap, and one of them is the return. So if you throw your trident That music is putting me to sleep, I'll be honest with you. Let me see if I can switch that up to something different. There we go. So like I was saying, there's the Trident Leap. So that leaps you out of the water, and if it's raining, it leaps you into the sky. So that's pretty cool. The other is the Return. So if you throw your Trident out, it'll come back to you with that particular enchant. Now, this leads me to wonder, can that be used for other things? Say you die, and maybe something returns to you when you die? That would be pretty sweet, like a Soulbound. I would be 100% for that. That would be really cool. A mechanic that I would love in the Minecraft would definitely be the ability to keep, please keep your shulker boxes from despawning. If you lose a shulker box, it is all of your possessions. I almost lost my shiny things shulker box because there was a bunch of lag the other day, and I thought I put it in my ender chest, but apparently it was just on the floor when I logged back on. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's my shiny things box. All of my like rare like diamonds and all that whatnot is in it. All my gold, all my iron, everything's in there. Like I wish shulker boxes didn't despawn, or at least didn't despawn for like an hour or something. Like, come on, you gotta give us something, Mojang. Gotta throw us a bone. Let's see. And adding air to water would lessen the buoyancy. This sinkage. Oh, I see what you mean. Epic. I was very confused for a second. Very confused for a second. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fantastic with the mechanics with the water now. How like the items can sink. Oh, that's gonna be really sweet. Or no, do they sink over the water and then they rise in the other areas? I think that's what it was. I can't remember. What else was there? There were some other things. There's the coral. I did hear that the coral blocks shown in the video are not the coral blocks we're getting. So those coral blocks that are a little bit kind of ugly, not the best looking, are not the final design. So I'm like, yes. I think the colors aren't right. I think they're a little too saturated, a little too like pastel. Not 100% loving it. So I'm glad that they're kind of gone in a little bit different direction with that. But the best thing about them is their hash slabs confirmed for coral, and I assume stairs also. So we can all like just be like, so I'm very excited about that. Let's see. They rise over normal water, but sink in the bubbles. That's right. Okay. Okay, this is good. So this is literally the last branches we're gonna build for the tree. As of this stream, the upper level of this tree is done. Is done. So there's that. So, okay, we got the bubbles, we've got the trident, we got the 2 enchants, we got the coral, we got the plants underwater, which I don't know if you guys remember, and I've talked about this before, was the underwater house that we built in creative mode about 2-3 years ago. And it was super disappointing when I found out how limited it is building underwater. Like, it is super limited building underwater because you've got all these air pockets. So you can just really work with one block, and that's just a solid block of whatever it is. You know, no hash slabs, no stairs, no leaf blocks, none of that good stuff. So that is super, super frustrating. And now that might be alleviated, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Season 6, VODScar's base. VODScar makes a valiant return to the oceans where he belongs. Let's see, where is my Pex emote? But yeah, I'm excited about the update. I think one thing I've talked about to maybe Cub, I can't remember, was that Minecraft needs an update. And you know, I think as much as like Minecraft is always open to new possibilities within the game as it is, because there's always new things to do and explore, especially building or redstone wise, but it needs updates. Like you need these updates to keep the game fresh and interesting, and it's something we just haven't had for a while, right? We haven't had any good updates or any new content, and it's time for sure. And I think this time, we're actually going to get something that's really good, and it's really going to give us a lot to work with, especially when it comes to all these new blocks. You know, there's going to be some new like mechanics with the enchants and different things like that, which are just okay. But the real fundamental things of the game are the blocks. Like if we're getting all trap doors for every color, if we're getting half slabs and slabs for things, like that is fantastic. That changes everything when it comes to building. So that's exciting. Like that's going to breathe so much new life into the game. I'm very excited about this. Q&A Scar, what about the new trapdoors? Yep, got all new colors coming. But the trapdoors, like seriously, we're getting half slabs and stairs for mini blocks that we don't have yet now, which is just super, super exciting. Very, very exciting. Is that a mad raid? It's a mad raid. Matt and Jen, thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. That's awesome. A mad raid. I like that. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, thank you so much, man. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. There we go. And put that across there. So yeah, like I said, we're getting half slabs and stairs. This is pretty cool. And like I've said, having you know, a streamlined block like concrete with half slabs and stairs will be probably one of the biggest changes for builders ever in Minecraft. That will change a lot. The game is going to be fantastic when that happens. Yeah, welcome Raiders. It's great to have you. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, Q&A Scar, are you going to make an aquarium so Jelly can watch the fish? I don't know. Something with Aquascar's got to come in the spring when this update hits, for sure. And the new water mechanic, I'm not gonna like put a lot of hopes into that water mechanic 100% because I feel like they're probably going to make a lot of changes to the system. I suspect they're gonna make a lot of changes to it as it goes along because that water is gonna really destroy people's water streams and like farms and stuff. I hope they take that into account because, you know, when people set that up, like I'm still really bad at that. Like I'm really bad at water streams. I've tried to make some recently and they just all failed. I don't know what I do wrong, but you know, when you look at like Tango or Impulse or something, they set a lot of those things up and click. Oh, grabbed it. Beautiful. I don't want those things to break for them. All right, let's see. Q&A Scar, did you forget to test the lawn colors? I got to test the lawn colors for sure. I totally will. I totally will. All right, I'm loving this branch. It's looking good. It's looking good. Also, the best part about it is it's one of 2 of the last branches to build. What about the dolphins? Oh, dolphins are fantastic. Question, do you get anything if you kill them? These are questions, you know. These are just questions that need to be asked. If I kill said dolphin, do I get anything? Because that's just what you got to ask in Minecraft, you know? What do you get? What do you get? All right, let's see. Let's check in with the chat here. Q&A Scar, does Jelly have any favorite toys? Yes. You know what? It took me a second. It instantly just poo. Probably leather. We need some more uses for leather because there are a lot of things that drop leather and there's not a lot we can do with leather. You know, we can make our books, we can make our fancy colored shirts. But we could use some more. We could use some more things for that. Also, I do think we need something for. Zombie flesh. There's got to be some use for zombie flesh. It's got to save the dolphins. Don't kill the dolphins. Let's see. I wonder what you get if you kill Mr. Ray. That right there is the real question. Mr. Ray has got to be holding something good. You know, he's flying high in the skies. He's going in for the kills. Mr. Ray's got something good. I'm excited for Mr. Ray. I'm like I mentioned before. I'm very surprised the water creature didn't win. And to this day, I still do not fully understand the reasons because people always complain that the waters are blank and boring, and that would have added some crazy stuff to the ocean. I don't know. Maybe people just didn't want to die in the sea. So I don't know. Sell zombie flesh to get emeralds. That's it. I know, man. We got to get something better. We got to be able to make something. Let's see. Did you see what did I just say? Did you survive Tango's trap. Oh, I for sure did. I am a professional Minecrafter after all. I'm very surprised I saw that in the end. Like, I was careful. I took out each block as I went around, and then I'm like, why is there a dirt block of all the obsidian blocks? That was Tango's failing. He should have gone obsidian and then dirt, and I would have just like knocked out the obsidian and just randomly taken out the dirt. That was his failing. That was his failing. Let's see. Let me check on what the chat's going on here. Online physics test with only 2 hours left of Scar stream. Good luck with your test, my friend. Good luck with that. Save the water streams. So what do we want to save? The dolphins or the water streams? Let's see. If you kill a dolphin, you'll get protein. There we go. Put that across there like so. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. There we go. Let's see. I thought this was supposed to be done by now. You know, it's a lot. It's not easy. It's not easy building up here, especially when the lag was at its worst. But since the last stream, I built all of these. In all, it took about 4 hours to get all of this done. And let's see, these two, this one over here. And I did, let's see, all of this back in here, all of that work under there. Built up this little one, which isn't much. But I still, alas, didn't get it done. It's so much work. Oh, it'll be nice to get it done. But yeah, like I said, there's only 2 more branches to go, and then this thing is officially done. And it'll be wonderful. Q&A Scar. Would you like it if zombie flesh could be dried to give, or let's see, be dyed to not give you poison? Oh, okay. So you could be able to eat it if you dried it. Somewhere, I guess that's kind of like what Tinkers has with the drying rack and stuff, huh? Yeah, totally. I would be in favor of that for sure. I guess the other use of zombie flesh is to heal your dogs. Don't want to forget about that. That's actually a thing, because you can heal your dogs with your zombie flesh, which is important. You got to keep your dogs healthy and healed and all that good stuff. But yeah, we gotta have a use for that. Let's see. Cook zombie flesh for jerky. I love myself some jerky. I love it. Q&A Scar, do you remember when you were asked Team Sci-Fi or Team Fantasy? I'm here to inform you, Team Fantasy won. Team Fantasy won. Okay. Team Fantasy. I feel like Sci-Fi guys just didn't come through there. They just didn't come through. There we go. Put that across there like so. Beautiful. Thickening this thing up all nice and fancy. There we go. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's good. Am I bummed about the offhand? No, I'm not bummed, because I do not believe they're gonna follow through with that. They're gonna not do that for sure. There's enough outrage about this that I think they're gonna be like, why were we even thinking this? Why were we even thinking this? So yeah, I do not suspect that to go away. You know, like people have a voice. You guys have a voice. As long as you do it in a constructive way and give reasons for your thoughts instead of just like blatant attacks, then that goes a long way. That goes a very, very long way. So just be constructive and be like, hey, Mojang, these are my reasons why you shouldn't get rid of this. It's a good thing. It's an important thing, and you should keep it. Very important. All good things. And then Mojang look at it and be like, okay. As long as it's like in a constructive way. It's the same thing like on YouTube videos when people suggest things to me and in like a clear, like constructive way. That's like super helpful. And that's important. It's kind of like what we got with Battlefield, right? Everybody, you know, there was a little bit of a rapscallion business in some people, but most people were pretty concise. They're like, hey, this isn't good, EA. This isn't good for Star Wars and all. And Bob Iger was like, came in and swooped in there and took care of that. GG, Bob. But yeah, that's good advice. Just be vocal about it. Be like, OJ, don't change this. Let's see. Sometimes I read like 2 comments at once and it just becomes a soup of words. How are we going to deal with starting? Wow. I swear, sometimes my dyslexia is at 110%. Let's see. Shields aren't in Pocket Edition yet. They're not? Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. For a short time, like, Pocket was way ahead of development, it seemed like. Maybe in, like, 1.9, maybe? Seemed like that. Like, they had, like, an observer before Vanilla did, I thought. Let's see. Your voice has lured Yeti to sleep. I've put Yeti to sleep? Oh. Poor Yeti. It's like, if I hear Scar talk about the Aqua update one more time. There we go. Put that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Awesome. There we go. Q&A Scar. Let's see. Do you suffer Mumbo's lag era? I wouldn't say this year was, or this season has been very bad in terms of lag with Mumbo. The lag is mainly was a cause of the location of the server this year, so we can't really blame it on Mumbo. Let's see. To be fair, he has a pretty big tour. I would assume he's pretty tired, and so are you, Mrs. Yeti. All the support in the world. All the support in the world to the Yetis. There we go. Firing back up. There we go. There we go. I'm lost. Q&A Scar, did you go to a Minecon viewing party? No, I did not. I know they contacted a bunch of like YouTubers to go to some of them, but nobody contacted me, and I stayed home. And it would have been early too. Who wants to get up at 9 o'clock? Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Minecon Earth. I'm a big fan of normal Minecons. I've made that very clear. Q&A Scar. They should make a scar-proof rocket. The scar-proof rocket is actually just a leash. You just plant a stake in the ground, or you have somebody just hold the leash, and every time I like fall, I get caught. That's what I need. Let's see, Q&A Scar. If you can next season, would you build Under the Ocean? I definitely am going to consider it for sure. I have 2 ideas for bases for season 6 already. So yeah, I would have to think pretty hard about it. But I will definitely consider Aquascar base for season 6. But I do currently have some very interesting plans. I'm quite excited about. So we'll see. Q&A Scar, how would you feel about whales? Dude, we got to get the whales in the update for sure. Personally, I feel like I saw a whale in the update. I was looking in the distance, and there was a creature that was far bigger than I think a dolphin would have been swimming out in the distance. And I feel like dolphins might only be maybe in the surface level, maybe? Not get too low, and this was at the bottom next to the ship. Kind of consider that there are whales. Let's see, Q&A Scar. How has the lag since they moved the server? Oh, it has been fantastic. I mean, there are look at this. This is 1 rocket. Otherwise, I would have had to launch like 5 rockets and drop maybe 10 blocks before I caught my elytra. Like it's night and day difference. The server, it just makes Minecraft so much more fun. Like I was really struggling to get anything done with the lag, and now it is just night and day difference. It is unbelievable. So yeah, I hope there's a whale. I hope there's a shark. I want to chase the shark. I want to chase the shark. I think it would be pretty cool. Like a mini boss. Like if the shark was like a mini boss, maybe he kind of lives in the shipwreck. There we go. Wait, isn't that Nemo? Am I thinking of Nemo right now? I think I'm thinking of Nemo. Like Nemo had a shark. He lived in a shipwreck. So perfect. There we go. They're adding Mr. Ray. Just add the shark. Let's see, Q&A Scar, what are you doing? I'm adding the final branches to the community tree. This thing is on its final legs, my friend. We are almost done here. Q&A Scar, will you make a video with Mumbo? If there's an idea or something we want to do together, for sure. No, no, sharks are friends. They are friends until they're not. All right, there we go. Let's see, Q&A Scar. Do you like the mob that got voted for? Yes, that was my preferred mob. But secretly, I kind of did want the water mob too. I really wanted the water mob because I mean, you could go back to my 2012 Scarco's hardcore series, and I talk about how much I want something in the water to kill me. Like, I want to go in the water and fear for my life. And we almost had that. Like, we almost had that. We didn't get it, but I also preferred a flying mob over a swimming mob because there's nothing in the skies besides a sad little bat. GoodVodsWithScar, how did you become a hermit? Well, my friend, I found this website, right? It was an amazing website. It was a website that makes up IP addresses. And it's like you just put in there and it just gives you random IP addresses. And I tried for years with that thing. Wait, is that the beep? I think it's like going in my head that there's a beep. I don't think there is a beep. The beeps are real. I actually am really paranoid and have like flashbacks of beeps in my head from being in the hospital. I hate beeps. I hate sounds. Anyway, oh god, it's beeping again. I hate beeps. Anyway, I hate beeps. Okay, like I was saying, yeah, I just tried over and over this IP address, and eventually it just worked. And one day I just got on Hermitcraft, and Zoom was like, oh, you guessed it? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. Do you just want to be a hermit? I'm like, yeah. No, that didn't happen. I'm sorry. That's an entire lie. Azuma invited me, and it was amazing. I remember when I got the message, I was so happy. I was so happy. It was very formal too. It was like, is this the contact for Good Times with Scar? And then I was like, yes. And then Azuma was like, would you like to play on Hermitcraft? Very informally. I'm like, yes. It's the best day ever. I was so happy. I knew Azuma as the rail guy. Because he did this really good video on rails and speeds of rails. Oh my gosh. And I was like, wow, this is super informative. And I subscribed to him. You're the rail guy and you're amazing. And it was like right after that, he invited me to Hermitcraft. I'm like, yeah, rail guy. Zuma the rail guy. But yeah, I was so happy when Zuma sent me that message. Because it was always a dream to be able to play on Hermitcraft and hang out with the cool peeps on Hermitcraft. And then to see like Iskall, Ren, Wells, and the Cook fan all got on there at the same time, like that was amazing. It was so cool. It was so cool. And now Stress, of course. Stress is on here now too. This is really awesome. There we go. Bringing that across like so. And let's jump up there. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, the Kingdom Crafters. Let's see, GoodVodsWithScar, what about them permission? Wait, I'm confused. Very confused. GoodVodsWithScar, what TV series are you currently binging? You know, I wish I had one. I don't have one. I was watching weird videos on YouTube instead last night and the night before. So I kind of need a new video series to watch. Need a new series to watch for sure, 110%. So if you guys have any like suggestions, like hit me up. Like I'm out of series. I need something. It's important. I need something to watch. Creeper alert. Where? I don't know. Oh my gosh, it is. It's beeping again. I hate beeps. I hate beeps. I will smash any beep with a hammer of a passion of 1,000 scars, and ugh, I hate beeps. Let's see. I seriously hate beeps. Rewatch The Office. I am planning on watching that actually. One thing I want to do is I want to get some audiobooks. There's that I want to read The Martian, and then The Martian guy's got a new book out, which looks pretty cool. Let's see, what color has been a surprise? I tried watching it a little bit a while ago, like a few years ago. Never quite got into it, but maybe I could give it a try again. Never watched Dexter either. I was a little late on the series. Let me see if you guys have any other suggestions here. GoodVodsWithScar, Vex should prank Cub with Stranger Things Dim Talk. We could do that for sure. Let's see, The Punisher came out Friday on Netflix. Are you sure it came out? Oh, wow, I did not know that. Oh, that's right, because I couldn't find anything on Thursday, so I just decided to watch YouTube videos for the last 2 days. And I missed that there's something new on TV. And that's a Marvel thing, correct? GoodVodsWithScar, they should add way more aquatic creatures. Any suggestions? I like turtle, 100%. I want to see turtle. I want to be able to ride sea turtle underwater. I want to put a little saddle on him and ride him underwater. So hashtag sea turtles for Scar. I want to strap up. I want to ride that guy. Just riding him. That'd be amazing. 100%. Yeah, Bates Motel. Very good. Enjoy it. Watch the current, whatever the current season on Netflix. That got real dark, by the way. That got real dark at the end. I was waiting for it to get dark. Ooh. Oh my, it did get dark. Oh, it did get dark. Very dark. Okay, this branch is looking good. I'm going to do a quick fly around. I'm out of rockets. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We're going to take a little land here. Oh, yeah. So anyway, what other aqua creatures do you guys want? I want a turtle. I want it to have, I want it to be able the ability to ride it. Also, I want to ride Mr. Ray. I just have a thing for riding animals, I guess. Let's see. So that would be fun because seriously, it would be amazing if you could like ride a sea turtle underwater, like through the water, like into the Guardian Temple. Oh, that would be really sweet. Oh man. Okay, jellyfish. Good, good, good. That would be a really cool looking item. To have like little like the tentacles like hanging down. Maybe they could have a little glitter to them. That'd be really cool. What else is there? So turtles, jellyfish. We talked about a shark earlier and a whale. What's a really obscure creature that we can add? What's that scary fish from Nemo and has like the lantern over its head? That would be cool. Coral squid. Ooh, my. That's interesting. Oceans need sharks. Sure. Sea stars? Is that what they're called? Huh. Yeah, for some reason I didn't know what they were. An octopus. Do we already have? No, that's a squid. I'm like, do we already have an octopus? No, Scar. That is called a squid. Let's see. Giant squid, 10,000 leagues under the sea. It's 20, isn't it? It's 20,000 leagues under the sea, my friend. Let's see, a football fish. Ooh. A mermaid. Oh, a mermaid would be interesting for sure. That beep is grinding my gears. Yeah, a mermaid would be that would be a really interesting one. I'm sure they could do something very interesting with a mermaid. Oh, here we go. Mermaids are the villagers of the sea. I will drop the microphone. I can't. It's attached to my desk. I'm sorry. Yes, mermaids are the villagers of the sea. I will be tweeting this out momentarily. 100%. What if you could trade with them? Just take the villager mechanic, add it to some swimmy creatures, and it'd be amazing. It would be amazing. I think it would be, I truly do believe that would be a fantastic idea. Hashtag best idea. Hashtag best idea. Let's see. Eco, well, welcome. I'm glad you were able to make it to the stream. Welcome. It's great to have you. Yeah, we need tradable mermaid. Murmur? Did I just call them murmurs? Mermaids, Scar. Mermaids. Let's see. Emeralds, pearls. There you go, creative. That's it. You're on the right track there. Perfect. Yes, they traded pearls. I want to see what this looks like from afar. I think that's okay. I think that's good. And if we push this one outwards this way, that's our final branch. Final branch. You guys have no idea how happy I am for that. Let's see. A ride in Ender Dragon. Yes. Anything you can ride and fly or swim on, I'm 100% down. I want to ride the sea turtle. Want to ride sea turtle so very much. Underwater boss, the Kraken. Release the Kraken. Yes, totally. They could have a Kraken for sure. All the mermaids are super scared of him. He swims through and destroys the ships. Or maybe he's in cahoots with the mermaids. You never thought of that, did you? Never thought of that. There we go. Put that up there like so. Cut that one out. Beautiful, wonderful, awesome. There we go. Wonderful. There we go. Bring that across. I'm just so excited. This is almost done. So excited. Let's see. Let me check it with the chat. Dolphins just jumped out of the water and back. Can we get a saddle on the dolphins too? Because it would be fun to be able to like ride them as they like hopping around the sea. I could see that being fun also. I mean, we could ride a pig. Why can't we ride a turtle or a dolphin? Let's see, scale drops armor. Ooh, that would be fancy. I like that. Yeah, I think there needs to be some sea creature armor of some kind. It would be nice. So let's think of it this way. We have the overworld, and we've got our creatures that can give us, say, like leather. So your cows and your horses. Just don't kill horses for leather. But you've got these creatures that drop these items, and you've got the villagers. But think of it this way: why don't they just try to really expand out the oceans to just be another option? Like, you could play 100% in the oceans if you wanted to. So you have your villagers; they're just mermaids, and they trade in pearls instead of emeralds. So I think pearls is a fantastic idea by creative, and creative name. There we go. Oh, geez, we're falling now. You have a unique weapon for the seas. You got unique enchantments. So, man, that'd be really cool if you could play solely in the water. That'd be super cool. This music is getting really intense. I feel like a boss is about to open up down here and we're gonna have to go to war. Let's see. I'm wondering why they are adding a flying manta ray. Because he's amazing. I just really love that guy. He is so cute. It turned out that the Mob C was actually interesting because he was very large. According to Reddit user, the manta ray was like 3 blocks long, which was kind of interesting. I wish we had a little more information. Don't you guys wish that we had a little more information on each mob? Maybe even like a better rendering of them? That would have given us a lot more ideas on how these things would look, because I thought the little creature, Mob C, was maybe like a block big at best. Knowing that he was 3 blocks long and had like a giant head, like that would have made it more appealing to me for some reason. Like knowing that he's not just like this little like annoying little creature, like knowing he's this big old hunky fella, like I would have liked that. I would have thought that'd be pretty cool. Been a little different. What else? Squid guy. I'd like to know how much the squid could like stick out his tongue and pull you underwater. Is it like 5 feet or 20 blocks? Like I'd like to know. I'd like to know. But anyway, and I wish that we could have gotten all of the mobs. They made it so clear in that live stream that you are not getting all of these mobs. Don't ask for them. Let's see. What is the most useless item on Minecraft? Probably leather. Well, no, leather does give you the ability to heal dogs. We talked about that earlier. What is the most useless? It used to be sponges, but those were only really in creative till they made them useful in vanilla. That's a good question. What is the most useless item? Spider eyes, maybe? I mean, they have a purpose, but how many times are you really gonna need them? That's a good question. Poisonous potato. Yeah, I'd say like things like poisonous potato, spider eyes, and zombie flesh are such a nuisance. Such a nuisance. I mean, they have their uses, but so rarely ever used. Puffer fish. There you go, clownfish. No love for the clownfish.
They need grind dilos in the update.
What was that, Scarfus? Oh, Grindylows. Oh, Grindylows, Scarfus. You gotta watch, seriously, Scarfus. After the stream, we're gonna go watch Harry Potter, okay? All right, we good? Okay. Yes, Grindylows would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Hey, taking that pearl idea, little sea lions. I love sea lions. Our zoo has some. They're super cute. I've seen lots of sea lions in my time by the ocean.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
FCD Plays, thank you so much for the resubscription. 8 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Can we get some super 8th month resubscription hype in the chat? Thank you so much. How is it going? It is going good. I am so happy you joined us today. I hope you are doing well yourself, my friend. There we go. Finishing up the last branch, by the way, here in the community project, which is kind of hype. Dang it, we dropped a bunch of frames again. I don't know why that keeps becoming an issue. We dropped 500 frames at some point again. That is really frustrating. I'm sorry about that, guys. We'll keep an eye on it. If it lags at all, let me know, mods. I'll probably move it down to 5. Oh, whoa, what in the world? What in the world? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, who's on? Who's on? That wasn't a skeleton. Oh, 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 that wasn't a skeleton. This is evasive maneuver time. Wait, I want to pick that up. Hold on. There we go. Ho 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 ho. Who is the little rapscallion that got Scar? Oh, what's that? Die, Bob. Oh, that was a bad shot. I'm looking here. I don't see anyone. Oh, it was a skeleton with a fancy bow. Okay. I blamed all the hermits. I'm sorry. I just didn't picture a skeleton with a flame bow. Oh, hello there. No, you don't need to come down. It's okay. I have everything I need. I don't need any new towels. Okay. All right. Oh, no. That scaffolding is not Scar safe. I will assure you of this. It's not Scar safe. Oh, come on. Oh. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Oh, okay. So if you got that big squiddy guy in the competition, Mob A, it'd been cool if you killed him and you got his tongue, and you could use that to like grappling hook yourself to things. There we go. That would have been a use for that. That would have been amazing. You kill him for his tongue. Oh, that would have been interesting. You kill the mob for his tongue, and you could use that as like a grappling hook. All right, GoodVodsWithScar, are you going to open a storefront, and what's going to be called? I don't know what's going to be called yet, but I hope to get that done probably in the next month. I do have so many projects planned, so I do need to get to it, but it probably won't be for the next like week or two. We got a new series. We've got Fullcraft back online. So it'll be a little bit before I can get to my shop. My main priority every time I'm here is just getting it done. There's so many little things. I'm a perfectionist to my detriment here, and that's why I don't have a shop, because I just keep working every day, just grinding. Let's see, does anyone else hear a high-pitched beeping? Man, high-pitched beeping. I've never heard such a thing. High-pitched beeping? Oh, I don't know. Do you guys hear a high-pitched beeping? I have no idea. I don't know. Let's see. Deep sea torches with magma blocks at the bottom would be cool. Ooh, that's fancy. I like that. I like that a lot. GoodVodsWithScar, what is your favorite shop? Favorite shop here? Cub's shop is really cool with the Rainbow Road. I think that's super cool. I actually haven't been in it, and I haven't really been in any of the shops. We got to actually do an episode where we tour the shops. Yeah, and I don't hear any beeping either. It just kind of blends into your brain and washes around. Just kind of washes around. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't hear one either. It's weird. When are you going to do the landscape on Scar City? When I come up with the actual idea, like I said, we're gonna test that concrete in just a minute idea that we had in the chat, but I haven't 100% come up with it because I had this idea for the ground, but it mainly would have looked good if we were doing the abandoned city idea that I put out to you guys. So I haven't come up with something unique for the city besides just green grass. I want to come up with something. I considered doing the path block design that we did in Scarland, kind of that Tomorrowland movie kind of feel, how it had the city and the orange and yellow fields of grain or whatever. That's a really beautiful look. I've considered it. I will consider it again, but I'm not 100% sure yet. It's funny about ideas, right? Kind of like the creative process, and how ideas kind of come to you, because if you take anything you've done yourself, you know, your Minecraft or creative endeavors, and you look at the origin path that got you to that particular place, it is never a straight road. And it's something you got to like know in your head all the time. Like when I go off onto this endeavor, this creative thing, like, don't get discouraged if you have roadblocks along the way, because like when we come up with like ideas, right? It's, you start at one place, but you end at a completely different place, and you're so glad you got there, but you're still not 100% sure how you. Ooh, I hit my microphone. So sorry. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thought, because I look at builds that I've done. I've looked at just skyscraper designs and how horrible they were when I first started. But with a little practice and a couple of surprises along the way, you get somewhere really, really cool that you never, ever otherwise would have thought of. So I'm kind of in that spot right now, waiting for that inspiration to hit me for the landscape. That's kind of where I'm at the moment. I think of too, as a good example is when you look at like theme park attractions or Disneyland rides, and you think of like where they started and where they are now. It's kind of a cool little thought to think of, because a lot of attractions never started with, I don't know, the idea that it ends with. I mean, sometimes their budgets get cut and things along those lines, unfortunately. But a lot of times, some ideas are really, really kind of not so great that eventually blossom into something really amazing. Oh, maybe it wasn't the skeleton. I heard a sneaky rocket. Did you guys hear a rocket? I heard a rocket. Looks like it's okay now. The coast is clear. Anyway, let's see. As a fellow Disney lover, I love your passion for Disney. Oh, that's good. I'm glad somebody enjoys my ramblings about it. But I always say this: you can gain a lot of inspiration for your Minecraft builds studying theme park design, because it is a very, very similar thing that we do in Minecraft that they do with theme parks. It is a very, very similar thing. So a lot of inspiration can be gained from that. So that's why I always encourage people to like look up some of the artists who create those things, because they are incredibly creative and they have like amazing thoughts on like design and stuff. Let's see. There we go. Got it. There. Oh, geez. There we go. I'm trying to cut this scaffolding down a little bit. There we go. Guess what, guys? Can you guess? Once we finish this bottom section, that means we are almost done. Almost done with this branch, which is just gonna be fantastic. There we go. Bring that guy all the way out. There we go. We're just gonna do a little bit more here, but with this, we are almost done with this branch, and that means it's almost done. All right, GoodVodsWithScar, what microphone do you use? I don't recognize it. It is a microphone that I don't see a lot of other YouTubers use, but it is by far one of the best microphones. It is a RE320, and it is an amazing microphone. It cuts out a lot of background sounds, maybe not a beep, but it cuts out a lot of annoying background sounds. It's got a really good sound to it. There's the Shure SMB something or other. It's like the Shure SMB. It's one you see a lot of YouTubers use. That's a great microphone too. But it is a little soft, and you have to spend a bit more money in terms of audio interface with it, because it is a very kind of soft microphone, and so you'll need a little extra gain, and generally you have to buy a more expensive audio interface to use that microphone, but it's also a great one too. All right, let's see. GoodVodsWithScar, what structure would you like to be added to Minecraft? Personally, I just really like to see a renovation to the Minecraft structures. You know, they're doing their whole like retexturing, but to be honest, if somebody was like, Scar, choose retextures, all the blocks, or would you rebuild all the structures in Minecraft? 100% rebuild the structures. If nothing's sacred in Minecraft texture-wise, then why can't we have new and better structures? That would be fantastic. We gotta get some new and better structures going. That'd be really, really cool. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't see much soundproofing going on in your room there, and it sounds great. Yes, Family Craft Dad, for sure. It's yeah, I have no sound thingamybobs anywhere. That's why I love this microphone. It's a dynamic microphone. It's a little different design. So you see a lot of YouTubers, and what I used originally was a condenser. A condenser is a much different kind of microphone. A dynamic is a kind of an older kind of microphone. It's very directional. So like when you talk like directly into it right here, it sounds normal. But if you go off to the sides, it sounds a lot different. That's kind of the disadvantage of it, is you have like a small pocket to work within. Work within? Is that even a word? I don't know. Maybe. Do we make up one? So you have a very small window of space to work with, but it fits my needs perfect, and I love it. Best microphone I've ever had. There we go. And it's built like a rock. Like, this is a broadcast microphone, so it's not gonna break very easily. It is very, very sturdy, and that's what's really cool. Condensers are actually a bit fragile. When you transport them, you gotta be careful with them. A lot of like electronics within them, whereas this is very kind of old-fashioned, kind of analog-y. So it doesn't have a lot to break inside. Q&A what tools of the trade do you sketch out ideas with a pen and paper? Lately, this is pretty much it. This is pretty much it. I have a pen tablet, but I have this cat. Her name is Jelly. She is an awful cat, and she broke my pen. Technically, I made it 100 times worse. And speaking of that, there's cat hair floating. I made it 100 times worse. She messed it up, and I broke it. Yeah, a little salty, but that's okay. My issue with my pen tablet, and I've had it for a very, very long time, is I have a disconnect like in my brain where, like, if I'm drawing and I'm looking at the screen, like, I have an issue with that in my head, and I've never been able to fully break it. I would love someday to have something where I can visually see on the screen as I draw. Like, I think that would be huge, because I've always had this like frustration of not being able to fully like grasp that concept. I can do little things with it, like photography. I can use all the brushes, stuff along those lines. It helps a ton. But when you want to do really fine control, like the pen, not super great with it, unfortunately. I think I would definitely get better if I practiced more and stopped getting frustrated. Also, managing it in a keyboard, like, I don't know how like artists do that very well, because like managing my giant keyboard and the pen tablet, like, I can't get my arms, they're all tied up, and it's quite a nuisance. So that's always my issue with that. So she broke it, that's fine. I'm gonna try to fix it again. But there's a lot of pieces, by the way. There's a lot of like pieces to it now. Jelly, that's fine. Let's see, Q&A Scar. I want crabs, lobsters, clams that drop pearls. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, if I was a Mojang person, I would be trying to turn the oceans into the overworld. For, you know, it's the oceans kind of overworld aspects to it. Have the mermaids be traders, get that going, give them a currency like we talked about. Yeah, I think it would be fantastic. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I wish this wasn't a thing. Wish that wasn't a thing. There we go. Beautiful. I wish those wouldn't despawn. Q&A Scar, do you prefer to play survival or creative for your building? They both have their pluses, but I always prefer survival. Survival is my home, and will always be my home. I think it's an interesting thing. It's something I've been learning a lot about. There's a lot of like psychologists I watch on YouTube. Just find it interesting recently, and I was always it's something about survival that's like, it's a huge accomplishment, right? When you're playing in survival and you complete something, you know that you completed that because you went and got those resources, or you went and harvested that tree and you broke it down into logs and you broke it down into half slabs and then stairs and all those good things. And it's this whole thing of like, you did something hard, and when you accomplish something hard, it's an amazing like reward. Like it lights up your reward areas in your brain, and it's like well, I don't want to go like super like deep into that psychology stuff, but it's it's very similar to like the way like humans are. When you complete something like very hard in like real life, and you have like a struggle and you complete it, that's like an amazing like feeling, right? It's like, yes, like that's an amazing thing. And it's the same thing with vanilla Minecraft. You build something in vanilla, it's an amazing feeling to get it done. When you do it in creative, it's less so. Everything's free, everything's a little easier. There's no risk. There's less risk, things along those lines. Whereas in vanilla, there's the risk, there's the reward, and it's just so much more fun. But you know, creative's awesome too, because it can really like let your mind like kind of relax in a way too, and you'll be able to come up with ideas, and then you can use in your vanilla.
Yo Scar. How's it going? Do you have an inspirational quote for us to start the week? Greetings from the mods at Dogcraft Smile.
Peter Paul, thank you so much for the bits. Dodging, weaving the bits. Let me think about that. Inspirational quote. Let me think about that. Man, I'm trying to think of something. You put me on the spot. Something other, it's not really a quote, it's not really much, but it's something that I try every time something is hard. Like every time there is something hard going on, I always try to put it into perspective. I always try to think about this either could have gone way worse, or something went really, really terrible, but you look at it and you learn from it. You break it all down. Like you're like, I don't want this to happen ever again. So I'm going to break down this issue. Everything that went wrong, I'm going to learn from each aspect of it. And if this happens again, I know how to deal with it much better than I did the first time. And that's what I try to do in like any situation that's difficult or something along those lines. And it really helps. Like if you take any hard situation and you just start breaking it down, like how could I have done better? How could I have reacted better? This, that, or the other thing. And then when those situations come again, they're not as bad, right? You have the tools, you're ready to go. Another point would be to like whenever there's something like physically wrong with me, like I always try in my head to like be grateful for what's not, and that always helps a ton. Like when you're down about something, you can't do this, you can't do that. Try to think of like when something's like hurts or whatever. Try to think of the things that don't hurt, and that helps a lot. That's a good way of kind of getting over little issues and things like that. It's like all these things are wrong, but this thing is not, and that definitely can help you kind of put things into perspective too a little bit. I don't know. Those are just things that I do, and they help me. I don't know if they help anyone else, but they help me a little bit. All right, let's check in the chat. Let's see. Try starting an easy creative to get used to it. Oh, starting oh yeah, tell somebody. Oh, you're telling somebody else to be easy. Yeah, I get what you mean. Because creative can be daunting, right? You have all those resources, and sometimes it's like when you start a new project and it's just this big white canvas and you're just like, oh, this is daunting. Creative can be the same way. Vanilla can be less so because it's very limited. You're like, oh, I only have this amount of resources. I only have this color palette to work with. And that can actually a little bit be easier, at least for me sometimes, because I'm a little bit more like grounded. Because I'm like, okay, this is all I have. Got to make it work. But when I have all the options, sometimes I get a little stuck. There we go. Beautiful, wonderful, awesome. Oh, hello. Got a roadblock there. Got a little roadblock. Beep times with Scar. I'm gonna smash it with a hammer. It's gonna happen. Let's see. Q&A Scar. Do you know if the other hermits have PO boxes?
Wise words there, Mr. Scar. Being grateful for things is a very good psychological exercise. Greetings from the Icecalian mods. D.
Thank you so much for the bits. I'm dodging. I'm weaving. Yeah, it's for sure something. Just being grateful for things really helps in your mind. Like if you get in that right aspect, because you can always be kind of get down and always think everything's out to get you. But sometimes we really like look at things and just be grateful what you have. It just makes you happier. But yeah, thank you so much for the bits. Dodging, weaving. Let's see. What was the last question I was going to ask? There was one other thing. Oh, PO boxes. I'm trying to think. Who has PO boxes? I believe Iskall has one. I think. I think he does. But I don't know about anyone else. I think I saw like I don't know, a thumbnail was like P.O. Box opening with this skull. Pretty sure I saw that this week. So yeah, okay, Iskall does. Okay, so Iskall does. But I don't know about the other hermits for sure. I would just check their descriptions of their videos, their stream descriptions. I mean, that's where I put mine, so I'd assume the other hermits would put their address to their P.O. Box in that same location. So I would check those, check their descriptions, and things along those lines for sure. Is that an Augie? It's an Augie. Welcome, Augie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. That beep. Yeah, I'm really trying to think if there was any other hermits, but as far as I know, I think it's just Iskall and myself. For some reason I was thinking maybe Wells does. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Q&A Scar, what's the first game you played and fell in love with? Ooh, something that probably the first game I ever got like really addicted to was Roller Coaster Tycoon. I would say that's probably the game that I got like just addicted to. It's still like my favorite game of all time. I just remember I got it from my aunt. She got it for me for my birthday. And I officially did not leave that computer all day. It messed with me. Oh, Beef does? Oh, awesome. But it officially like destroyed me mentally. Like I played that all day, and when I got off of it, I was dizzy because turns out I didn't really eat anything till dinner. I was disoriented. And then I had these crazy, horrible dreams after it. And it was the first time I ever like just sat in the computer for long, extended periods of time. Before that, I was on the computer for maybe like 20 minutes at best, and I was out in the woods. Life has changed. So yeah, I remember I was very disoriented. I had these dreams of monorails and trains, and oh, it was quite an ordeal. But yeah, I was so addicted to that game. I loved it to death.
I figured the Scar mods would say hi too.
Silver Fox, thank you so much for the bits. I'm dodging. I'm a weaving. Thank you so much, Silver. Thank you, Scar mods. Always appreciate the Scar mods out there. Diamond Fox. There we go. Put that down like so. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. Got that down like so, and bring it on home. Very cool. Yeah, I feel like we should have some mod appreciation, right? I think we should have some mod appreciation in the chat. Let's show the mods out there, not only for the Scar mods, but all the mods that keep the chat clean and awesome for everybody to enjoy Twitch. Let's have some mod appreciation. Hashtag mod appreciation. There we go. Twitch should have a mod appreciation day. Seriously, if it wasn't for the mods, things would be crazy. Things would be crazy. The mods have to put up with a lot. You guys be surprised what kind of nonsense the mods have to put up with sometimes. Things get a little crazy out there. Things get crazy. It's a Wild West zone. Let's see. I'm still uneasy building in the end. Fell into the void too many times. James, I've never built in the end. Never really built in the nether either for that reason. The reason one time I didn't really build in there was so many people, whenever I'd talk about building in the nether and stuff, people were like, it's gonna be loud and scary. Oh, look at all that mod appreciation in the chat. That's all. Whoa, no. Oh, jeez. God, I got like bouncy boots on. I'm like a pogo stick. Do they still make pogo sticks? That's a good question. Was that just a 90s, 80s thing, pogo sticks? I wonder if they really make pogo sticks anymore. I was so bad at pogo sticks. Like, it was scary. Like, my brothers, maybe I was old. I was like 4 or something. And I tried to get on that thing, just face planted to the ground. Face plant. Other brothers, they could bounce on it. Me? They don't sell many now? Okay. Yeah, that must have been more of a 90s thing, those old pogo sticks. Hey guys, guess what? Guess what? It's the last branch. That's the last branch, my friends. That is the last.
Smile quote from me. The road to success is not always easy. Although it looks easy for some people, it might not be as easy for you. Whenever you fail, learn from the mistakes and continue on. Sometimes take a step back and look at it from a different side, and then move on and continue the P.
That's a great quote, Peter Paul. I like that a lot. It might have cut you off at the end. It might have, let's see. But yeah, I think that's a good thing. Is a lot of people look at other people and always assume things are just super super easy, and that's just really generally never the case. So that's always a good way of looking at it. Is when you look at somebody and you think it's always real easy for them, and it's always really hard for you. They've got their own challenges. So that's a great way of looking at it. It's just always just keeping a better attitude and not getting down. I mean, everybody gets down and this and that. That's perfectly normal and natural. But as best you can to stay out of that mindset, that's what you can work on, and that's what you can succeed at, is avoiding that mindset as much as possible. But like I said, it's not unnatural to get in that mindset. And I think that's a good way of always looking at things. Is it's not unnatural that happens. It's just how you react when that does happen. That's what's important. Is how you react to those situations. There we go. Okay, I'm officially calling this branch done. Done. Bam. Done. Out. Done. All right, I'm totally gonna knock the scaffolding down in a time lapse. But yeah, so now what we got to do is we got to make these things look fancy, and I'm gonna start doing that stuff off camera. I need to get into the sun. Oh, it's dark. There's no sun. Guys, can you believe how smooth the server is now? Look at this. Look at this. It's so smooth. It's so glidey. It's like butter. Just sliding around, having a good time. I love it. I love it. It is so crispy. It is amazing. Vampire Scar. I want to be into the sun. Look at that. No Aqua Scar either. That's how we do. Did the song just say something about a monster? That was kind of scary. That was kind of scary. What happened to the NHO? Oh, the Vexes ate the NHO. We put them in a cage and eventually ate them. It's a true fact. True story. It's a true story. I only tell true things. For sure. Always. All right, my friends. All right, it is the end of the stream. I always appreciate you coming out and enjoying the streams. But there we go, guys. Like I said, thank you guys so much for coming out. It is always an honor to be able to jump on here and build stuff for you guys. I love that. That makes my weekend for sure. I look forward to every week. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a fabulous coming week. And yeah, so if you guys have any follow-up Q&A questions, you can always hit me with that. Go hashtag Q&A Scar. And yeah, I think we got some good progress done too. Quite good.
Much love, Scar. Enjoy your week. Less than 3.
I'm dodging. I'm reaching. Thank you so much for the bits. Look, I appreciate that very, very, very much. I hope you have an excellent week also. Q&A Scar, what do you do different to get the server so smooth? I've missed it. The server has moved. It's more of an essential location. So I'm not like 5,500 something miles away from it. So I'm a lot, wait, was it 6? I can't remember, it might have been 6. So I'm a lot closer. So my ping could at its worst get up to like 1,500. But it averaged like from like 180 to 250. And so now it's down to like 80. And that's fantastic. And supposedly the far reaches of the United States should be 80. The far reaches of Europe should be 80 according to CubeHost. And everybody should have generally a pretty kind of stable connection at this point. So that sounds fantastic. I hope that's the case. I hope everyone has a great connection as much as I do now. Because before I was the furthest person and it was just a nightmare. So yeah, super good. New Battlefront game looks, or so excited. I got the Battlefront game for $30 on Toys R Us on a sale.
Thanksgiving.
So excited.
In case I can't stop in before Thursday.
James, thank you so much for the bits. I'm a dodging. I'm a weaving. Thank you so much for the bits. I hope you have an excellent Thanksgiving also. So have an excellent Thanksgiving, James. But yeah, Toys R Us had this sale apparently yesterday, and they had a whole bunch of like sale coupons, and I got the Star Wars game for like $30, which I'm super excited about. I'm always up for a good deal. Super Shopper Scar. Let's see, Q&A Scar. Are you interested in psychology or philosophy? If not, what are you interested in? I kind of vary. I go back and forth a little bit. And what I like, I usually binge something for a long time and then move on to the next thing. So it just kind of depends. Like, I'm interested in a lot of things. I think it's good to stay curious as a person. Keeps your mind always working and always staying fresh. So always staying curious and hungry towards what's around the corner is always good. Q&A Scar, what Kingdom Hearts games have you played? I played 2. That's it. I loved it. I loved it so much. One of my all-time favorite games, but I've only played 2. Q&A Scar, what advice would you give a new survivalist? A new survivalist? Oh, a convert from Creativist. Oh man, here's a strategy. This is an interesting one. It's helped me so much. When you start survival and it's daunting. You got to get your woods, you got to get your stones, you got to get this stuff. It's daunting and time consuming. Take the time that you otherwise would have listened to a podcast, a TV show, a movie, and do them both at the same time. Combine your resource gathering with your TV, movie, podcast, audiobook, whatever it is, portion of it. Combine those two, and it makes life so much easier. That time you otherwise would have been watching a movie, you could be gathering resources. I do that, and it makes life so much easier, and it doesn't make the grinding as bad, and it just saves a bunch of time. So I would recommend trying to do that. Like if you have a second monitor or like a phone, like have a podcast going, like combine all of that watching into like one session, and it makes life so much easier. I will guarantee you that for sure. It makes it so much easier to do those things. But guys, for all the mods out there, fist bump of awesomeness. For everybody who came out that was new, definitely hit that follow button and be notified when I go live. Add notifications because I only stream twice a week, so it's not going to spam you. So definitely hit the notifications. And yeah, so until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar. And I always really appreciate you guys taking time to watch the streams. And until next week, we'll see you. Wait a second, I forgot. Wells is streaming. We gotta raid Wells.
Here, Audrey Hepburn quote for the following week: "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible."
Oh, that's good. I like that. That's a good one, Peter Paul. All right, we gotta raid the Wells of the Nut.